Chapter 12. As Lila walked towards her grandmother's shop, the ivy was trembling slightly in the breeze. The cafe patio next door was humming with happy conversations, and the florist had the most beautiful bouquets of peonies. Lila bought two, one for herself and one for her grandmother. Once inside, the books and the jars of words brought a smile to her lips and a twinkle to her eyes. Her grandmother was sorting through a teetering stack of old books and papers. She looked up, delighted by the gift of peonies. "Lila, I am so happy to see you. Sit down and tell me all about your studies this week." Lila leaned forward, a spark of curiosity lighting in her eyes. "Grandmother, in one of my lectures, we learned about how laughter actually heals the body. Not just in a feel-good way, but scientifically. It lowers stress hormones, boosts the immune system, even increases oxygen flow to the brain and the heart. Some people have healed themselves through laughter alone. Isn't that incredible?" "Oh, my love, yes." Her grandmother's face glowed with delight. "Laughter is the spark of the soul. It is movement, breath, joy, all the energies that remind the body how to heal itself. Just as music changes the rhythm of your heart, laughter is its own kind of medicine." Lila considered this, thinking back to the moments in her childhood when laughter had felt like the purest form of joy. So when we play, when we laugh, when we embrace wonder, we aren't just feeling good, we're actually creating energy that helps us heal? "Exactly," her grandmother nodded. "That is why joy is not frivolous, it is vital. A body that remembers how to delight in life is a body that thrives." Lila laughed softly. "I think I've been taking everything too seriously, even joy. I've been trying to find meaning in everything, but something inside me has been bubbling all week. I noticed it when I let myself laugh freely, when I stopped trying to control everything. It felt like my body was remembering something important." Her grandmother's eyes twinkled. "Truth, you are not here to be too serious, my love. You are here to bubble over with life." She slid an ivory card across the table. Lila turned it over. Effervescence. Effervescence is what happens when joy refuses to be contained. It is the unapologetic sparkle of being alive. So laugh, twirl, let yourself sparkle. Let your joy rise like bubbles in a glass. Lila let the words settle inside her. Effervescence. Like the way sunlight dances on water. Her grandmother nodded. Life itself is a dance, one you were never meant to sit out. Effervescence is the feeling of joy rising, of life moving through you. It is the spark that reminds you you are alive. The soul does not whisper in seriousness. It sings in delight. It bubbles in joy. Effervescence is what happens when you stop resisting joy. Her grandmother lifted her teacup with a knowing smile. It is what fills you when you allow yourself to be fully present, fully open, fully alive. And the more you welcome it, the more it expands. Tell me, my dear Lila, what are the moments that make you laugh without thinking? When does your joy rise naturally, unbidden? Lila thought for a moment, a slow smile spreading across her face. When I'm dancing in the kitchen, when I hear a ridiculous joke, when I let myself be silly with my friends. When I stop trying so hard to be grown up. Yes, playfulness is the invitation, her grandmother chuckled. Music, movement, laughter, they all shake something loose inside us, clearing space for lightness. Have you ever noticed how children laugh at everything? They don't ask if something is important enough to enjoy. They simply delight in the moment. That is effervescence. Lila nodded, the realization settling into her heart. What about water, grandmother? I always feel something shift when I'm swimming, or even standing under a shower. It's like my body remembers joy and playfulness. Oh yes, her grandmother's eyes sparkled. Water is the greatest conductor of joy. It moves, it dances, it ripples with laughter. It doesn't try to hold one shape. It flows, it steams, it freezes, it bubbles. Water is playful. Do you remember our summers at the lake, floating like a star shape and chasing waves at the shore? Lila thought back to summers at the lake, the way her body felt almost weightless in the water, The pure exhilaration of diving under a wave and coming up laughing. Yes, the pure joy of floating with the lake, letting the water carry us. Grandmother leaned in. Water's wisdom goes even deeper. Before you ever opened your eyes to the world, you lived in water. You were held in a sacred ocean of your mother's womb, cradled, nourished, floating in rhythm with the pulse of life. And even now, you are mostly water. Your blood, your tears, your cells, the sacred fluid that protects your spine and brain. All water, all memory, all motion. Smiling, she continued, there are places on earth where water bubbles up from the ground all on its own, naturally sparkling, full of minerals and mischief. It rises from deep within the earth, laughing as it comes. Effervescent spring water. A reminder from the earth that joy doesn't have to be added in, it already is. Lila blinked. The earth is laughing through the bubbles? Her grandmother laughed. Exactly. Effervescence is one way the earth expresses joy, and you can too. The more space you give it, the more it rises. She turned, opening a drawer behind her, and pulled out a glass water bottle, deep ocean blue with a shimmer like moonlight on waves. Etched across the surface in gold script were the words, bubbling with joy. For you, she said, placing it in Lila's hands. This isn't just a water bottle, it's a joy tuner. Lila tilted her head. A what? Her grandmother's voice lowered. Water is a carrier of frequency. It holds the energy we give it and carries that through the body, into your cells, your feelings, even your thoughts. When you bless your water, laugh near it, or sing to it, you're tuning it. And because you are water, you're tuning yourself. She placed a hand over Lila's heart. Every cell in your body is listening, she whispered. And water is the messenger. Speak joy into it, and your body will begin to remember. Hold gratitude near it, and your cells will begin to glow. Water doesn't just reflect the light, it amplifies it. Lila looked down at the bottle in her hands. It felt alive, like it was waiting. Her grandmother gave her a wink. Want to know a secret? The water responds faster when the words are true, and that's why laughter works so well. It's a full-body truth. Then she slid a small scroll from her pocket, tied with twine and sealed with a gold wax spiral. Here is a little ritual I created when I was about your age. Want to try it? Number 1. Hold your water like it holds a secret, because it does. 2. Speak to it softly. Say a word that makes you feel light, like joy, giggle, or sunbeam. 3. Laugh near it. Even a little snort counts. 4. Sing a note or hum. Your voice carries the vibration of your truth. 5. Whisper a wish. Something to set your frequency for the day. 6. Drink slowly. Imagine the water lighting up inside you like stardust. And 7. Repeat when necessary. Let joy be your first sip of the day, her grandmother continued. Let yourself be carried, whether by music, by laughter, by water. Effervescence is always waiting for you to step in its flow. Fill your days with more water, more music, more wonder, more shared laughter. Read something funny before bed. Say yes to spontaneous adventures. Befriend your own joy. And if all else fails, find a reason to laugh, even for no reason at all. Lila traced the edge of the scroll, her fingers tingling. The shop, the beautiful bouquets of peonies, and the friendship of her grandmother felt so good. She looked down at the word in front of her. Effervescence. And she felt it rising inside her like laughter waiting to spill over, like the bubbling energy of something just beginning. She smiled, feeling something inside her shift. This was going to be a wonderful week, one filled with laughter, lightness, and the simple joy of being.